Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Right back to the well. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try the toss to the left. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Makes the catch. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And is such just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Robinson will throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defense...
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's West. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. This is now a 7-point game. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Finds his target down the middle. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Here comes the offense on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the D denied them on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Run the gun. The running back looking for room. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Robinson looking to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's got his man. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Oh, better look out! Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got him. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Robinson will throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Canes. The defense putting points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable. Again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in. That one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Robinson working the pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And it'll be down right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Toss sweep to the right. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Quickly complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's second and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Robinson will throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working that left side now. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Robinson looking to pass. Here's a heat. Turns it loose deep. He's got it down the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Robinson will throw. He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives in between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to.
He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, K. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Robinson will throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more. dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Robinson looking to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 6th play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Hurley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. And they can't make the connection on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they...
There he goes! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it. The sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Looking downfield on first down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Canes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws, and he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's caught at the 45 on its way. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Clements. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. He has the first and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that lead.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
At the 35, he's open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And he'll be brought down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward